over.
It's over, and I can't take it.
Exactly. I can't work. I can't. You know. And really, it's very vain. But
Right.
I was going to be like, I mean, you know, I thought I used to have like a really nice body. I worked really hard for what I did for a long time,
Yes.
and I was never going to have that again.
Right.
You know, so that thought I couldn't live with. So
I can understand where you're coming from, because
Yeah.
like I told you, right the day before Christmas, I threw my leg up on the counter
Exactly.
to do exercises,
Right.
lost my balance, and threw myself off of the counter over this way and down to the floor. I broke my femur up the front of my right
I know
leg.
I told
and
you
my
that's like
hip.
impossible to do.
Yeah, it's impossible. I mean, but it happened, you
Right,
know?
right.
And all I could think about is, why me? Tomorrow's Christmas Eve. I won't be at home with my family.
Exactly.
But I was like you. I love exercising.
Oh,
but
we
see,
do.
I'm getting it back. But I was getting soft. I thought,
Right.
I can't do this. I'd lay and cry. And finally, I hear
Yeah.
Tom. And finally, what I did was to say, look, you're alive. You've had a good surgeon. I was only in the operating room like 45 minutes.
Right.
And back up on my
And you
feet.
showed me your scars.
Yeah, and
Minimal
my
at
scar
best.
just a
Exactly.
little. I even
It's
pulled
all-
down my pants, the side of my pants, and showed you my scar. I hope Ann doesn't get mad.
No.
But I mean, it's just the small ones where they put in the rod,
Right.
and then down the bottom I have another
Right.
leg where they put the screws to me. It's my
Right,
leg.
exactly. Now you
You've
look
heard
better.
that? They put the screws to you before?
Yeah, they put the screws to you. Yeah, now you look better than ever. So you're
Thank
good
you.
to go.
You look
Yeah.
good. I like you as a battle. I didn't
Yeah.
hate you before.
Right.
I
Yeah, we
just-
had fun. We went up to Pittsburgh. We had. a
I
good
know
time.
we had Pittsburgh,
Yeah.
yes, and Ann won the championship for.
Well, Denise. Yeah,
Denise.
we went up to
Denise did it,
yeah,
and
yeah.
also Ann won.
Oh yeah,
the
Ann,
girl that you're
exactly.
with.
Yes, she did. Yeah.
I heard that Denise got married. Did she get married?
Yes, she did. Yeah.
Wonderful.
Yeah,
I'm
she's
happy
married
for
to
her.
a great guy up in New Jersey. They're up in New Jersey now. So
the
I
same
think.
one I met.
Yeah, the
Same
one,
guy.
yeah, Mark,
Yeah,
exactly.
Mark,
yeah.
that's good,
So things
that's
are going
good.
well with them, evidently. So, yep.
So how is your son taking what happened to Dad?
I think that it was tough on him. It was really tough on him. He, you know, I think that my wife, she, because he was so upset, she at the time gave him like comfort food, you know, whatever it was going to take, and he packed on a lot of pounds at that
He didn't
time.
look like it in the gym.
No, we've got him a personal trainer, and he's working out on a regular basis now. So yeah, I think things have really turned
I'm
around
sure
for
you
him.
clued him in. Don't look for the best body.
No.
Exercise can kill.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it can.
I
yeah.
think it can if you're not very, very careful.
Exactly.
But you still look good.
I feel better. I feel a lot better,
You feel
and
a lot
I
better?
think it was a change. Like I said, it was a kind of a turning point for me in terms of you know, me. I was in there hitting the weights all the time, and I'd kind of skip the cardio, and now it's basically the reverse. I would do a
That's
lot
the
more
first
cardio.
thing you do, right?
Exactly. Yeah. You don't really realize, but the heart is the big one. So you really want to
Say
take care
that
of
loud and clear for the
Yeah,
viewers.
the heart is the big muscle. You want
It's
to
a
take
big
care
muscle.
of that.
You want to
Exactly.
exercise that sucker. You just don't want to go in and start pumping.
That's right.
Because it's hard to exercise before you do that. Do you know that?
It's
Don't you have more energy after you have done your cardio before you
Absolutely.
start?
Absolutely. I feel good all the time.
You know,
so.
we have a member at the gym. I don't know if you know. He's 95 years old.
No.
Yes.
No.
I don't know his name. I just see him come in.
You have seen
But
him, okay.
He's 90. I asked him how old he was. You know me, Chris. I go and ask anybody
Right,
what I
right.
want, you know. And he says, I'm 95. And I said, you look good. He does look good. Walking the treadmill as fast as he could
You'll
go.
have to point him out because I don't think
will.
I've seen him now.
Such a nice guy.
That's
he really is
amazing,
a nice
yeah.
to be 95.
Well, that's both of Ann's grandmothers are 95. We just went to a party
Really?
on Saturday, and there they were, both of them across from each other, 95 years old.
95 years old.
I was really impressed, yeah.
I see a long life for you.
I hope so.
I
yeah.
do.
I got a new valve, so I think that it's all good now.
What does the valve look like? Can you explain that to my viewers?
I honestly can't too much. I mean, it's your aortic valve. It's going to be on the top of your heart, and the aorta is a big vessel. So mine is synthetic. Obviously, maybe as an example, Governor Schwarzenegger had a valve
Yes.
replaced, but what
Yes.
they did, they put it's actually a pig valve. It comes out of a pig's heart. So they put a pig valve in him, and what it is I could have gotten one of those. But the longevity of that is only like 20 years. So being due to the fact that I was so young, they decided to put an artificial valve in me, which is good for pretty much, it's like a titanium valve. It's good for the rest of your life.
Do you have trouble when you go through the scans to
Um,
travel?
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
Do you go off, click, click?
They don't want me to go through it now.
Oh, they don't?
No, I
Oh,
get
that's
to go. I
good.
get to bypass that. So
Yeah, because my leg did that when I went away.
Yeah, but you can ask Ann. It clicks. It's really loud. I mean,
Really?
I can hear every heartbeat. Yeah.
Is that scary though?
No, because I know it's working.
You know, you know it's working. No, you're still alive.
Yeah, exactly. So my cardiologist, I mean, I got to say I'm blessed to have a really good cardiologist as well, Dr. Erica Feller, who really, she's really the difference. She really made the difference. I just want to say that, yeah, although my heart was down to like a 10% function, because of her and the medication I'm on, I've basically made like a complete recovery. And my
That's
heart is
wonderful.
back to like what it should be.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Do you take a lot of pills every day?
I do. Well, I mean, I wouldn't say a lot. I take probably like 8 pills a day.
But that's something
So-
you never did before either.
Right, no, I didn't believe.
That's
I
a
didn't-
wake up too, isn't it,
Yeah,
Chris? Get up
it's-
and start the pills.
It's a regimen. It's a regimen. So yeah, I'm on that, and I'll do that forever too. So,
you do that for the rest of your life, huh?
Yeah, exactly. So
Oh.
it's just, like I
So
said,
what do you do now at the gym? I didn't see.
you won't, because now my regimen is a lot different. Obviously, like I was saying, I focus a lot more on the cardio aspect of it. And
How much cardio do you give yourself?
we're doing about between 45 minutes to an hour a
That's
day.
good.
Yeah,
That's
I like
really
it. And
good.
we mix it up. We'll do the bike and we'll do the treadmill, and sometimes like the elliptical or whatever. So, but now actually because of what happened to me, I have like a 50-pound weight restriction because they're worried that if I could ever re-injure my aorta.
Can you do it?
I can't do anything more than 50 pounds. So therefore, it's kind of interesting. As I was looking for different things to do, because I mean, obviously, I've been doing that since I was 16 years old, and I
Yes.
still love weightlifting. So throughout, my kind of research and stuff, I found this kettlebell training. Which
It's called what?
It's called kettlebell training. And
Kettlebell?
Kettlebells, yeah. I mean, you may not be familiar with it, but a kettlebell basically looks like a cannonball with a
Really?
handle on it.
I've seen those. Yeah, the
That's
guys pick them up like this.
That's a
Okay,
kettlebell.
Okay.
So therefore, and it's evidently it's fairly new to America, and so we started doing that. We're taking some private lessons on kettlebells, and you can get just an amazing workout with the kettlebells.
Really?
Yeah, exactly. So we're in the process of actually looking to franchise a gym, a kettlebell only gym
For people
So-
who've been hurt.
well, Well, the whole thing is with this. It's a. I don't even know if I can say the name, but it's a certain franchise.
Okay.
And people basically they set people up to succeed. There's no failure.
Okay.
You can go in there. You can be out of shape. You can be in shape. You don't have to be an athlete to start. And I mean, it's something that anybody can do. So,
Anybody. Maybe I'll try it.
Exactly. You should. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We're learning right now, and
Are
I don't
you?
really know. I mean, I don't know the ins and outs of it, but so far we really love it.
How did
And-
your doctor say it's okay for
And
you
I
to do
did.
that?
Yes, she
I mean,
did.
do you have to jump around a lot?
I don't. No,
you
you don't.
You just stand still?
You do. Well, I mean, there's a lot of dynamic motion involved, but you're not jumping around a whole lot.
Okay.
So, but it has a lot of it's like swinging the kettlebell and stuff like that. And I thought I've been working out for 25 years.
Mm-hmm.
And after the first workout, I couldn't move.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
So
maybe
it-
because you've been so laid
that too,
down.
but yeah, what it is it uses your big muscles, your butt and your hamstrings are your motor. They call it your motor.
Right.
So all the motion is all constantly coming from your butt and your hamstrings, and so like your upper body, although it is going to get like a residual workout, everything comes from the bottom. So I mean, a lot of women are going to be interested in that. So it's just been great so far. We've had nothing but success with it. So.
How long have you been doing it?
We've only been doing it for a couple weeks now, but I mean, we've really kind of immersed ourselves into the culture of it. It's an actual kind of like a cult thing, I mean, there's a
Now,
huge
the name,
following.
is it from China or?
No, I mean, actually, I believe it started in Russia. It was how the Russian army would get their people in shape. So it's just kind of, if you ever get a chance, just look it up. There's Red Door Productions. Yeah.
Okay. And it's called Kettlebell, Kettle.
Kettle Bell, yeah. Kettlebell training. Yeah.
Okay.
And like I said, we're
And you
hopefully
don't hurt yourself then?
No, everything is it's very.
How much were you pressing like this at the gym? I know it was a lot. I know it was a lot.
I really couldn't tell you. I mean, I had my times when I was definitely a lot stronger. So
Yeah.
I mean, we could
But
do.
being a lot stronger is not going to deter from you because you're still working out and you've got a different attitude.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't have to be this big guy walking around like that.
exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm
you look
past-
good the way you are.
I'm
You're past
past
that,
that. I'm
aren't
past
you?
that, yeah, I'm
Your
over
life is
that.
more damn important than working out at that gym.
Yeah, and it's funny now because we're still big fans of bodybuilding and everything, and we're
Right.
actually going out to Las Vegas in September for the big Mr. Olympia bodybuilding show.
Oh.
So, but yeah, I mean, I see it as kind of like from a different standpoint now.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, it used to be where you had to be the biggest guy in the gym.
Yeah.
And now it's like I'm just happy to have my health.
You're just happy to be alive.
Exactly.
You see how
Absolutely.
close death can change you for a long, long
Oh yeah,
time.
oh yeah, and I mean, you know, Charlie, my friend Charlie is really kind of philosophical, like Zen master type thing, and
Yes.
you know, he says that he sees a huge change in me, and I mean, he's right. Before, like you said, he would tell me that he was, you know, he's having certain ailments and stuff like that, and I was kind of like, well, okay, whatever, you know, and now
Yeah.
I can,
You let it slide off.
exactly, and now I can really empathize a lot more with him and stuff.
Yes.
Yeah, so.
Because I know with me, I was using a walker for like 6 weeks because I
Exactly.
couldn't walk. So now when I go somewhere and I see one with a walker, I ask, are you okay? Can I do something for
Exactly.
you? They'll be there with the walker, and I'll reach up and get them something off the counter.
Right.
Or, you know, or somebody's on a cane, I'll hold the door for them. I used to just go whizzing by, you know. That's not me, you know.
Yeah.
But you don't know where it hurts until it hits home.
This is exactly, yeah. It's just, it's. I don't know. It's a rude awakening.
And I know you have a new lady in your life. She's not new. You've had her for a while.
Yeah.
You
yeah.
guys gonna tie the knot one day?
You know what? We're happy right now. I don't know if we're gonna do that or not.
Okay, take your time.
Yeah, we're just enjoying each other's company right now. So. Yeah.
So what do you do all day? You're not working.
I'm not
You
working.
don't have a job.
I don't. I would love to have a job.
What can you do?
Well, the thing is, before I was in the elevator union, so I was an elevator constructor.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Up
but-
and down, up and
Up
down.
and down, exactly. I was in the elevator union for 4 years, and so obviously there was a lot of physicality involved in it, and I really can't do it anymore
do
due to
that.
that lifting restriction. So yeah, I mean, the last 4 years of my life is kind of flushed down the toilet, and then before that, I was a meat cutter for 14 years.
Oh, my dad was a meat cutter.
Yeah.
He worked for Giant
Yeah, I did.
Food.
I worked for
Did
Giant.
you too?
13 years. Yeah.
I'll be darned.
13 years at Giant and a year at Whole Foods. So, and I don't want to do that anymore either because I just got tired of being in the cold. So, yeah, I mean, I'm thinking, we're just gonna try to look into that franchise, and in the meantime, if I can find a job that, is not gonna really hurt me, then
Do you get permanent disability
I
money
do.
for this?
Yes,
okay.
I do. I'm on. Yeah, it's kind of a funny story because when I applied for disability, the first thing that everybody tells you is that you will be denied.
You'll never get
Exactly.
it. I always hear that.
Exactly.
from
You will
people.
never get it. That's why Bender and Bender's out there telling you that we're here for you. Well, it was kind of a surprise because I put mine in. I put my application in and thinking exactly what everybody else thinks. So you're never going to get it. You'll be denied at least
Right.
once, twice.
Right.
Yeah. And so I never heard anything from the people. Like I was telling you, I went on my bank account the other day. All of a sudden, there's my back pay from disability.
Really?
So yeah, I was shocked. I was.
After all this time, you
Right.
never checked it, Chris?
No, I had two banks. And I just like on a lark, I was like, because I had like fees or something on the other one, and I said, I'm just going to go in here and see how bad I'm in debt to the bank. So I called, I said, oh my God, Aunt, I called her. I'm like, get up here now, and so she's like, no, wait, that can't be possible. I said, I know,
Right.
but yeah, no, I did. I got disability on the first try. I mean, obviously, what I had been through was
What
enough.
you've been through, my
Exactly.
God.
Yeah, I had listed everything, and evidently, I guess they took one look at me and said, give it to him.
I told him, you better give this my stuff to this young man.
Exactly,
Well, Chris
so-
Myers, I want to thank you coming here today. We've been through 30
Absolutely.
minutes. And like I said, you are a walking survivor.
Thank you. It's been a pleasure.
I've had a lot of fun with you.
Very much. Thank you.
Thank you, audience, for watching. And please listen to Chris's words. If you're ill, it doesn't mean life is over. Just try to suck it up and go on with your life. Until next time.